Hey all you wonderful and lovely people, it's your boy M.K.S here, back with another video. I thought I'd talk about some of my plans for today and the future. Unfortunately the weather's very cloudy now compared to how it was before, but I hope the sun will come out again and the blue sky will come back. Luckily we haven't had a storm yet, so I hope we don't either. But anyway, I thought I'd talk about some of my plans about charity and fundraising and philanthropy, or well, philanthropy, charity, whatever the difference is, and how I hope to help as many people as I can. And I'd love to have your ideas, and please share any ideas you have about how I can help more people and that sort of thing. As ever, this is one of my usual list videos, but I hope someone out there will enjoy my quirky way of thinking. And I did try and plan it out as I walked my dog, but I forgot what I was going to. I think I was going to say something in the intro, but I forgot. So anyway, I'm going to try and get on with the list, and I hope people out there will like it. And I think what I was going to say is, there are probably a few things I was going to say, but anyway, if you support my channel as well as helping me, you'll be helping me to help many other people, and that sort of thing. But anyway, I hope this video won't be too long, and hope people out there will enjoy it. Peace and love and all that. And as ever, please leave your comments on whatever you want to say. It could be on an individual point I make, or it could be on your own opinions or your own ideas for how to help people locally or internationally or whatever. Anywho, number one, I hope to think of ideas to help as many people as possible, as I say, and by helping this channel, hopefully, if I make any money, I can give that money away to charity, and hear other people's ideas and things like that, and just generally think about who I can help and how I can help them in the best ways, and again, listen to other people who have ideas I might not have thought of, so that I can help more people, hopefully. Godspeed. Number two, on that note, I hope to listen to other people's ideas and network with people who might have more experience, people who work for charities and NGOs, and network with charities and NGOs especially, which help people in places like Asian slums and orphanages and things like that, and homeless people around the world, and connect together, see how many people we can help, and do things like helping Asian YouTubers and things like that, but also helping those from the poorest backgrounds especially. And again, listening to other ideas and people who have more experience and knowledge who can help me to help more people, again, with ideas and suggestions, which are always welcome. And I'll take as many on board as. It doesn't mean I'm going to follow each idea or suggestion I'm given. It would depend if I think it's a good idea or not. But if I get ideas that I think are good or workable, or certainly could change my perspective and that sort of thing. Number three, I hope to listen to other people, what they think about freedom. Like, to me, freedom means doing whatever you want to do without fear of reprisal or repercussion, or not having to do what you don't want to do without fear of reprisal or repercussion. And I got to admit, I wish life was more free. In many ways, there are less rules or laws or things like that, as long as you don't break the law, hurt other people. And I encourage people to always be within the law and always try and be ethical. But ethical is like legal. It's you just have to find out the statute, whatever you call it. You have to the legislature, whatever you call it, of your country, or wherever you go on holiday, or wherever you live or travel or whatever, or wherever you do business. And hopefully, obey the law as much as you can. But ethics will be up to you, really. If no one seems to be asking my advice, but if they did, I would probably say, I think you should do what you think is right for you and ethical, what you think matches your ethics, and you'll feel good about it in the future, not regret. Hope that made sense, as usual, as I always do. But yeah, that sort of thing. And I hope to promote freedom and human rights around the world. Number four, I hope to support what I call the four indigenous people, or indigenous, native, First Nation, whatever you want to call them, from the original people, or whatever you call them, of these four areas, which are Africa, Australasia, like the Aborigines, Maoris, and people like that. Africa, like the Black and Arab people, and people of colour generally, as well, around the world. But the Americas, indigenous or Native Americans, indigenous/Native Americans, and people from Asia as well, and also Ireland and other countries that were colonized as anti-imperialist. And there's another group of four areas, which are like Eurasian nations, transcontinental generally, and Eurasian nations are part of transcontinental as well, and the Middle East and Mediterranean. And I'm a bit biased because I think I look like people from Middle Eastern med training, and being mixed race, I support transcontinental countries, and being of a Eurasian background, I hope for Eurasians to support Eurasian nations like Turkey. So I hope that, as I say, I hope that made sense. But I'd love to nations like the four that I talked about, the indigenous people from those areas, to work together on projects like business, support, alleviating poverty, and just generally supporting each other's projects as much as possible, each other's businesses, YouTube channels, and things like that. One point I actually forgot to mention in point one is I love to have like social enterprises which support startups and SMEs to grow. Which I know I've talked about this before, but I definitely hope to keep pushing for that idea and see if I can get groups together which support startups and SMEs in Asia, like people start their own, and the other parts of what I call the four, and also in Ireland, and support those that started up, and also support more people start up their own businesses, enterprises, whatever you call them, and also help SMEs to grow and how they can learn from each other, like SMEs teaching startups how to grow as well, from single people businesses, single business, one man teams or one woman teams to bigger businesses, and then bigger businesses can teach those SMEs to grow into bigger businesses and things like that. So people like mentor each other and things like that. And also, I hope to here in the UK, thanks to the Liberal Democrats, which is a political party here in the UK, and I thank them for this. But the lowest paid people don't have to pay tax if you earn up to a certain amount of money. If you only earn up to a certain amount of money, so that's the amount of money I hope to earn to become financially independent. Like, so say the government says you can keep up to 20,000, 20k, whatever you call it, and then after that you have to pay tax. I'd only want to keep 20k, and then after that, the rest of the money I hope to give to what I call the four, and I hope to give like a quarter each. So if I had I know this has been very hypothetical and very dreamy of me, but or dream driven or whatever, but if I had like £1 million, I'd give, or like if I had 100,000, I'd give. Like I'd keep 20,000, the rest, like the remaining 80,000, I'd split between each of those four groups, like give a quarter each, and also sorry, and so most of my money I'd give to those groups. Like even if I had £1 billion, I'd give most of that money to, or like quarter each to each of those groups. Like, or even if I had £1 trillion, I'd still give a quarter each of those groups. So I only want to keep the amount I need to live on. In the past, I used to want to make a lot of money, but now I wish to give that money away. So I wish to make a lot of money for other people, or help them to make a lot of money. And again, support those projects. Number 5, as I said before, like in April, May, and June, I hope to focus on how I can help Asia to reach their goals, and help Asians to reach their aspirations, and help people all across Asia and the Asian diaspora, but especially in Asia, and perhaps encourage people who are part Asian or people from like people of color to donate to what I call the four, as much as possible, and like lobby for their taxes to go to those areas. Number 6, I hope to look at how I can. This is a dilemma because of what I said in point 4, which is about how I hope to give like a quarter of my money to each of those groups. So if there are other ways I could fundraise, I'd still love to fundraise for like Serie A or Italian football generally, and that sort of thing. Number 7, I'd love to fundraise for Celtic as much as possible as well. Like help them financially and like look at lobbying to help them to be tax exempt, just like I dream for Italian football. Sorry if I'm speaking fast. I just want to make sure the video isn't too long, but I know I covered those points in a bit more detail. You can always ask me questions as well in the comments below. As I say, please don't hold back any feedback at all. Number 8, I hope for people of colour to work together and look at how we can fundraise for each other's causes and support each other financially around the world. Again, fundraise for each other and support each other's projects and things like that, like each other's YouTube channels. And again, if you support my YouTube channel, I can help more people as well. Sorry for the plug. Number 9, I hope to have the confidence. Like I'm feeling a bit, I'm trying to motivate myself with the confidence as well, to like, with my quirky ideas, to go through like my paperworks with my brother, with one of my brothers, to talk about how I hope to donate those paperworks, like with some with my ideas on. I hope people will be able to read them because my handwriting and my punctuation and things like that. But how I hope to donate those to people, like in what I call the 4, and which bits of paperwork I want to send to which groups, and like things that people can use for art, like I keep a lot of things that many people would throw away, but they can use that for art. Like they say, one person's trash is another person's treasure. And number 10, I hope to support young people around the world, and the poorest 10% of people in all possible countries, in all possible nations. So Hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave any comments and anything you think I can improve, any ideas or anything like that. Sorry if I waffled a bit, and hope that made sense. Please ask me any questions as well in the comments. Peace out.